You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude battles.
It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Steelers and the Giants, and it's coming up next.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan, MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. Brandon Gordon alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Giants in our ball game here. This year they've really struggled to run the football. You and I have talked about that a lot. And in this one, running the football could be extra tough because they're going against one of the best run defenses in the National Football League.
Yeah, it's a bit like trying to run through the proverbial brick wall, isn't it, partner? And I think that what we learned from them this week is that they've gone back and reviewed all the best runs they've had this year, what's made them so, and tried to package that one for this game in order to give their passer time to throw it when they do want to fling it downfield.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has potential to do something special. And that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Second and 6. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They run on first down with Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second and 2. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the save. And that'll bring up third.
All about the offense so far in this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And a nice play there from the new pickup, signed just this past week to help fortify this defense.
He truly is the definition of an impact player. Surprise, surprise that it took this long for someone to pick him up.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. They're going to look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. On second down, they'll run it here. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And that play will go nowhere.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll start here with Jackson. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. No score after one on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Toss play to Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. They'll set up to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was polished off. And Giants touchdown. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll throw now on the final play.
That'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Giants, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
2nd and 3.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to throw. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and 2.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Jackson. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On the give, here comes Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a give, it's Jackson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, Jackson. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Now back to throw. Firing. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's to the sideline incomplete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That ball caught by Harrison. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On the ground, this is Jackson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Jackson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They're going to look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants now down by 7. Just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they take a knee. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brad, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Pittsburgh, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.